guys, it's Darla again. Thank you for clicking this video. Today we're going to be talking about the top 5 things to do before listing your home. If you're planning on listing and selling your home soon, or if you're just fishing for more information, then keep watching. And of course, before I begin, I'd appreciate if you click that subscribe button. Follow me on all my social medias so you never miss a beat. First thing you want to do before you get ready to list or sell your home is to get all your paperwork in order. Purchasing side of buying a home involves a lot of paperwork, and it's basically the same thing on the seller's end as well. You're in. To make sure you have everything you need, it's a really smart idea to make sure you get all your paperwork in order before you get ready to list and sell your home. You want to have the sales contract from when you first purchased the home, mortgage documents that you might have, property tax statements, title, and deed. Now, I'm not sure if you knew this, but titling and deed issues were actually what delayed 10% of contracts in September of 2021. And title and deed issues were also related to about like 4% of canceled contracts. So many moving parts when it comes to a home sale. And so it's super important to mitigate those issues as much as possible to make the entire home sale process as smooth as possible, if that makes sense. You can do a lien search, and if you find any liens against the property, such as unpaid HOA dues, property taxes, child support, another lender, or just any reason, won't be able to sell the home until all those liens have been settled and cleared. Now, other paperwork you might need besides that aspect is if you've made any advancements or improvements on the property. You want to make sure you hold all the permits and receipts for any work that you've done on the property. A lot of appliances have warranties, plus a lot of repairs have warranties, so you want to make sure you have all that paperwork together. Also, if you live in an association or any kind of governing body, you want to make sure you have all your HOA documents, any condo docs, anything that might be pertaining to that association. You will need it because the buyer will need it to review before they're able to or want to purchase that home. Step 2. Find a listing agent. Now, a real estate professional, a good one, can provide you with so much invaluable advice and support. A reputable licensed agent will know the market and be able to help you navigate throughout the entire selling process. They can also actually help you get your home ready to list. Now, if you are in the South Florida area, I am a licensed real estate agent. If you need a reputable agent, feel free to give me a call anytime. I'd be more than happy to give you a comparative market analysis and show you exactly how I work and see if we could be a good fit. Otherwise, you can ask around, ask family, friends, neighbors, of any real estate agent that they're working with. Word of mouth is a really good way to find a good professional, or you can also do online, do some research. I really recommend you interview a few different agents, see how each one of them works, because not every agent is created equal. And from there, you'll see which agent is most suited to you and your style and, your needs. And of course, before you list the home, the agent will be able to get you a comparative market analysis so you can get a pretty good idea of what your home is worth. Now, a comparative market analysis is basically a tool that real estate agents use to estimate the value of a home. They use a specific property and they run comps based off of similar square footage, size, etc. that have recently sold in the area within the last 6 months or so. Now, before I get into the repairs, if you have major repairs that are needed, like let's say you needed a whole new roof or whatever the case, this might be a conversation that you might need to have with your real estate agent. Depending on what your budget is, it may or may not make sense to make those repairs. So your outcome goal and also just the reality of the situation, all of those pertinent information is important to, decide whether or not it's important or not to sell the home as is or make those necessary repairs. All of those are on a case-by-case basis. Now, as far as the smaller repairs goes, I definitely recommend you get all of those done. Update the lighting. Lighting makes a huge difference. Make sure all the, the kitchen appliances are working, the bathroom fixtures are all well and working. You want to make sure that it's easy for that buyer to come in and envision themselves inside of your home and see themselves living in your home. And while you might not think all of these are a huge big deal, especially with the market that we're in, and I completely get that, but please do understand, buyers will be coming into your home, comparing your home with the other homes they're inevitably looking at, and they're placing a dollar amount on whatever needs fixing. That's just the reality. Number 4, declutter, deep clean, and depersonalize. If there was ever a time to really give your home a deep clean, it would be right before you're getting ready to list, and you know, right before the photographer wants to take those pictures. Now is the time to clear up any items that you don't use or don't need. If you're a hoarder and you know you're having a hard time letting go of things, consider renting out a storage unit, placing those items in the storage unit for the time being while you have strangers coming in your home and looking. Now, when buyers come into your home, they may be a bit turned off by a lot of knickknacks and clutter. Ideally, your room should be kind of open and as empty as possible. Now, in the real estate world, we call this, in the marketing world, I guess, we call this spacious. After you get all the clutter out, you want to make sure you deep clean your home. If you don't have the patience or the want to deep clean your home and really get into those corners, then I recommend just hiring a professional to get it done. I promise you it's gonna be worth your investment, because nobody wants to go look at a house that's dirty or that has a lot of clutter, because the reality is it's just so much harder for that buyer to envision themselves inside that home. That's just a fact. It's also really worth repainting your home. I mean, a fresh new coat of paint makes all the difference when it comes to showing a home. Now, when you do paint, do go for a neutral color. That hot pink, that crazy yellow, all those crazy colors that may be very appealing in your eyes may not be as appealing to the buyers. Remember, you want to depersonalize it as much as possible to allow the buyer to have a blank canvas to envision themselves and exactly what their plans are with your home. Last tip, number 5, you want to boost your curb appeal. Now, I'm sure you've definitely heard this in a lot of articles and wherever else you're getting tips on, you know, getting your home ready to list. This is something you don't want to overlook. I know you might think, hey, I want to make sure everything inside looks good, but trust me, outside appearance is just as important. You can hire a lawn care service professional to fertilize and mow the lawn, get the grass looking green, growing, you know what I mean? You want to, you know, remove those dead branches from the trees, pull the weeds. If you have a fence, paint the fence, make it look really nice. You know, give it that white picket fence home appeal that, you know, that American dream that everybody's looking for, and which is why everybody's going crazy looking for a house to buy in this crazy market. If you have, you know, cracks in your driveway, consider fixing that if it's possible within your budget. Investing $270 in lawn care yields about $1,200 return after selling on average, right? I mean, all in all, well-landscaped homes are just generally worth more than unmaintained, uncared for properties. And it just makes sense, you know? Now, bonus tip, thank you for sticking around to the end. Last but definitely not least, consider hiring a professional stager. Now, depending on your budget and your home value or price, this may be a huge overlooked added benefit. Staged homes typically sell for faster and for more money than homes that aren't staged. And this is according to industry studies. I will also link all that information in the description. Some stagers charge by the hour, others might have a set fee. Be sure you're clear of all the terms in the contract that, you know, they might have you sign, especially as far as timing and, you know, additional costs like furniture rentals, of course. Now, the way you can find a professional stager is either getting recommendation from your real estate agent, looking online, checking reviews, or again, asking around, asking friends, family, if they know of a reputable stager that can help you out. Another option is virtual staging. This is a lot more cost effective than actual staging, and it's exactly what the name is virtual staging. 90% of home searches start online, so typically when a buyer is looking at your home and they see it already pre-staged online, it can help them, especially if it's professionally, virtually staged. It can help them, of course, envision themselves in the home. And there's actually data to show that virtually staged homes on websites actually bump up the viewing numbers of that listing and may convince the person that the property's worth a shot to look at. Now, of course, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope I brought a lot of value to you with this video. As always, subscribe for more content. If you like what I post, go ahead and hit that notification bell so you're always notified whenever I post a new video. Follow me on all my socials. I'll link them in the description, and I'll have videos every Tuesday and Thursday, so make sure to watch out and watch my videos. All right, thanks. Love you guys. See you in the next one.